It is another day where I'm allowed off the campus. I'm still on restrictions. As far as I know, I'm the only one in the town who's on the same restrictions as me, which is once every other day for a few hours. I have a bunch of errands to run today. I have to go to the bank, take care of some business there, go to the supermarket, get some food, of course. Many of the restaurants are going to be allowed to open. It'll be interesting to see how many actually do open. You know, almost 2 months they've been closed. So come along with me. Let's see what it's like out there in the city of Zhongshan today. So I know a lot of people out there, a lot of reports are saying that China has gotten back to normal. It has not. China is a long way from going back to normal. So it is Tuesday, about midday, and I thought I'd go for a drive in some of the factory areas of my town, which I've done in the past, and you've seen a slow progression of more and more people, more activity. It's been a couple weeks since I've done it, so I'm going to do it, just drive down and take a look and see how things are out there. Okay, so these factories definitely have more people in them. Watch out, buddy. And yeah, it looks like a lot of the workers have come back. You can see here a lot more activity, still controlled entry. Here's this corner here. These are factories looking to hire and some prospective people, prospective job hunters. And you can already see, look at all the extra people here. So, a lot more people. This one here is still closed. This one here looks like it's still closed. Okay. This one here looks to be maybe open. Yeah, it's open. You can see it has the controlled entry point. This one over here is not open. This one is closed. This one here is open, and look, a truck. So they're doing something. But and this one over here looks to be open, but there are very few people here, it looks like. And this one looks to be operating, and lots of people at that one. There's more people than usual there's more people at this one than I've seen in the past, but still very few. This one over here is closed. This one here is open, and it looks like the parking lot is full. So that's good news. One over there, the parking lot is not full. There are some cars out, so it is open. Go down this street, take a look. The dormitory, it looks like they've got some workers here. These are all workers. It's almost lunchtime. Workers coming out for lunch. So definitely a lot more activity. Some look to be wide open and operating, and others, like this one here, look to still be closed. Yeah, there's no activity at that one. This one right here is closed. No activity. This one, see over here, this one here is open, and it looks like they've got a fair amount of activity at this one. Good to see. And controlled entry. It's a paint company. This one here. This one here, the gate is open, but yeah, there's a few people in there. So again, this is just my neighborhood where I live. This is a Kohler factory, and looks like controlled entry, but plenty of activity. So that one's open and operating. This right here, this is a clinic. Definitely controlled entry. Looks like they got a couple people waiting to get inside, but yeah, looks like business as usual over here. It's good to see this guy here selling fruit on the corner. Doesn't have much business. Well, this area here of the town is industrial. It's not factories, but it's a lot of hardware stores and construction materials and things like that. And I'd say about half of them are open. You see here, this building here has some fire damage. Wow. Bummer. There's still many roadblocks up preventing you from going into almost all of the neighborhoods. I mean, you're pretty much only allowed on the main road still. They just released a new threat level for Guangdong. They have tiers, right? And throughout Guangdong, there are no high-risk areas. There are maybe about 10 small districts within the entire province of Guangdong that are considered medium risk, and this is one of them. And we were talking about it today. We couldn't figure out why, because there have been no new cases here. There were 2 imported cases, but they've been locked down and tracked, and they're not sick. They're doing just fine. So we can't figure out why this district of Zhongshan is still considered a medium risk district, whereas pretty much the entire rest of the province, including Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Dongguan, Zhuhai, is all considered a low risk. So you can see here that these little blocks, there's another one right there, are stopping people from going into those neighborhoods. And here's one example of a roadblock still in place. They're kind of becoming the new normal, I believe. You just expect there to be roadblocks everywhere that you go. Here's another closed off neighborhood still in place. Another closed off neighborhood. There's another roadblock. So the good news is my coffee shop is reopened. I can have my little cup of coffee here, and it's the first time in many, many months I've been allowed to do this. I still had to fill out some information, my name, my phone number, my temperature, but very, very happy that I get to enjoy a nice cup of coffee in the morning here. It's lunchtime. I don't see anyone dining here, but you're starting to see dine in. Ah, what great news. Over there, many diners as well. Still nobody shopping, but it is only lunchtime. Parking spaces. And here over here too. Now, these are not for expected mothers. These are for just women only. I guess it's like a safe parking spot, I guess. But over here is free for all, so it's kind of odd. Construction is back to work. Just going for a walk in the older neighborhood of Shiqi. I remember on my first day in China, I walked down this street. Wedding photos. These older buildings just need a little TLC and they could really, really be beautiful. So this type of architecture here, where the buildings on the second floor are built out and over the sidewalk is very common in Guangdong. Alright, behind me is one of the oldest temples in Zhongshan. A lovely view of downtown Zhongshan. Behind me is the Sun Zhongshan Memorial. Most cities in China have some kind of park or dedication or street to Sun Yat-sen or Sun Zhongshan, and this is the one here in Zhongshan, Guangdong. I'm here just taking advantage of and being in this area, and I saw a little parking lot and what looked to be a trailhead. I had to explore the trailhead and make sure it was one, but it just comes down to the streams for what I can see. So this is my old neighborhood. I used to live here, and I've done videos of my old community, and I have a buddy of mine who lives in an apartment up there, but they're still on restrictions. They're only allowed out, one person per family allowed out of their apartment one time each day. And so my poor friend up here in the apartment has been stuck up there for about 2 months because his wife wins rock, paper, scissors every day to go out. And hola, brother! We brought you beer! Yeah! Come on down and get... You can't lower a bucket. Come on down and get your beer. All right.